Hey everybody, it's Rob Key with First Friday's HI-5 moment. I'm here with my co-host Cam Davis. Say hey Cam.
Hello, hello.
And our special co-host Amy Hanna. Hi Amy, thank you for coming with us.
Hey everybody.
We're so glad to have everybody with us. We have a very special guest today, and I'm going to let Amy Hanna introduce her.
Okay, so this is my very dear friend. Her name is Caty Smith. She is the CEO and the founder of the Brandon Foundation. So the Brandon Foundation, they do a bunch of different things. They help with educational empowerment. They help with spiritual development, character development. But basically, they work with our students in the Southeast community and throughout Fort Wayne. So Caty,
Awesome.
We are so excited that you are here. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, Caty.
So, Caty, I get to ask you the first question. So, within everything that has been going on, how have you had inspiration or kept that inspiration going within your organization?
Yeah, it's been a challenge. So I think initially I sort of like everyone, I thought, okay, how am I going to just continue programming? How do I do that virtually and just continue to do the same thing, but just virtually? And that didn't work. And so I had to like reevaluate and decide, okay, what do our kids need the most? And I knew they needed connection, affirmation, and just love and consistency. So we just made a pact that we're going to continue weekly programming virtually, but doing more, drop-off deliveries, more text messages twice a week. We have Mentor Mondays where our mentors are actually contacting our students, and then we have virtual group on Tuesdays. And so it's just maintaining, I think the consistency, I think is so important for our kids right now. And to be honest, like me too, like I kind of need that, just continue to do what we've been doing, but just in being honest and vulnerable with how this is affecting us all.
Yeah, that's great.
Excellent, excellent. So what can you say has been ways that you've been during this pandemic, has been some ways that you've been able to continue to create creative energy within your workplace?
Yeah, so I have an awesome board who really they inspire me to think outside the box. And I think that's one thing about this time period that is really cool, because you can see innovation, you can see leaders developing things that they would not have developed for their business or organization had we not gone through this time. And so I think it's having a group of people who believe and they're like-minded like that, and they can kind of just support you in the vision that you might have for, your organization. So for us, it's a new fundraising push that we're doing. And it's so for them, they were just like, yeah, we're on board. Let's find ways to do this. Let's research this. And so it's realizing that it doesn't have to look the way that it always has looked. And that pushes you to think outside the box. And it helps to have people who just believe in that vision too, and they're sort of like-minded in that way.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about what Amy and I were talking about before we started recording, how that out of crisis, if we really keep our eyes focused, and especially for those of us who are Christians, keep our eyes focused on God, we will actually come out of this better, because it expands our understanding of what we can do. We're forced out of our niche, if you will.
That's right.
So I love what you're saying. Thank you, Caty. All right, here's a fun question for you. This is the first time this question has ever been asked on HI-5 Moments.
Okay.
If you could go anywhere with your family after the quarantine, where would it be?
So I think that's kind of an easy one, because my brother and his family live in Phoenix, and my husband and I adore our nieces. I mean, they are just the sweetest little girls, and we have so much fun when we're there. We go hiking and we just do fun things with them. And that would be my destination. And then maybe we'd hop on a plane and then go to some sort of Is that an option for this? Because
Sure, go for
okay.
it. Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
multiple destinations. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be something with family though, for sure. Especially for them being across the country. It's pretty, when stuff like this happens, it really makes you cling to your people and just realize, man, I really miss, I just miss them. So
Yeah, that's awesome. What a wonderful answer. Thank you, Caty.
Great.
I miss my family too.
yeah, I know you do, Amy. I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
So, nope.
It's Amy's turn.
It's my turn, but that's okay, Cam. You can go right ahead.
No.
This is all about giving.
No.
Okay, so Caty, what kind of a characteristic do you personally have that helps you to be that strong leader that you are?
So I think vision is really important in leadership. So you have to be able to see what you cannot yet see, and you have to help other people to see that too. That can be really difficult. So you have to be able to really visualize and have that vision on your heart for a lot of these things to come to fruition, and believe that God's going to provide that. And I think that when you're around people who have that strong vision, like yourself, I think it's inspiring. It's contagious. And I think it's a muscle of faith that's sometimes hard to really tap into, but you can tell, the people who have it, and it's just, it's kind of a crazy faith type of thing, whatever that idea is, being able to really believe that can be achieved and that God's going to provide all the people necessary. That has really pushed our organization to achieve some really cool things. So.
Great answer. Thanks, Caty.
Awesome.
Okay, well, now I'm no longer jumping out of sequence. Now it's finally my
All right.
Cam just gets so excited about this question, he couldn't help himself.
I really couldn't. I'm like itching. As soon as you said that you were going on vacation, I'm like, ooh, yes, me too. You said someplace more.
I know.
So my question that I have for you, and it is the signature of this high five moment, is if you could choose to break bread with anyone, who would you choose?
So I think for sure our kids, the students in our program, I have 2 graduating seniors this year, and they had been with us for 7 years, and I was already counting down the day. Like, I just was holding on to every single precious day with them, and now, we can't see them, and just being with our group, our students, brings just so much laughter and joy. And so I think if I could just do that now, that would be awesome. I think that would be my answer. Or Phoenix with my family on a beach too. See how I'm doing with these questions? I just keep.
That's awesome.
Well, we just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to hang out.
Thank you, Caty.
Thank you guys for inviting me. I appreciate that.
I've had a lot of fun. Please don't come back and hang out with us again. And before we say goodbye, you guys are ready for the?
Do it.
All right.
We're ready.
So in three, 2, 1, high five.
High five.